Hello and welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Kefombewa, and today we are going to fly from Dar es Salaam to Kilimanjaro on this SSG Embraer 190 on the X-Plane simulator. Um, the aircraft is already set up. As you can see, we have the flight altitude 30,000 feet above mean sea level. Speeds are set. Heading is set. Course for departure 331 via Mumtu. So what you have there is initially on runway heading according to that plate. So runway heading, then we turn left and intercept radial 331, in this case 3302 Mumtu. That's the radial from Delta Victor. So that is set, and we have the rest of the flight instruments set. Our brakes are set. We have our flap, and all the previous checklists are complete. All we have to do right now is to complete the before takeoff checklist, and we are ready to go. More than 70%. Takeoff, thrust checked. Keep it on the center line there.
$80 knots.
80 knots checked.
V1, VR, V2.
Rotate. Have a positive climb. Select gear up. And have engaged. 1000 feet. Select FMS speeds and VNAV. So you have V fly level change and speed on elevator. So you can therefore select the autopilot. Autopilot engaged. Acceleration. Flap 0. Oh, we have a yaw. Why is there a yaw? We have an engine failure. Okay, so in this case we go ahead and complete the normal engine failure procedure. So first of all, aviate. So we are aviating. The aircraft is still climbing. Of course, we are at a speed of 250. We are already above MSA, so I can stop the climb for now. Alt. Okay. Navigate. So we shall maintain our LNAV track for now and communicate. So our communication should be pan. Dar es Salaam. Flight 123 is experiencing an engine failure. Standby intentions. The first thing that we're going to do in this case, since we've already determined from our diagnosis that it's a failed engine, I'll just go and start the APU. So starting the APU, so that we have at least two generators. Engine number 1, which has the fail icon, thrust lever idle. So engine number 1 starts up selector, stop, heading, and start my turn back to Dar es Salaam. Set 2,300 feet on the altitude window and commence a shallow descent. Setting up for the arrival is basically flying back to Dar es Salaam. HTDA again, activate that. That's going to be ILS Yankee runway 05. Position it too low, then the center fix, which is our intention. Localizer frequency is 110.5, preview 047, DA 376. The landing speeds are set. And reduce my speed to block speed 180. Auto brake is medium. Select flap 2. Speed 160. We're now turning on the intercept heading. I'll reduce that power a little bit. Maybe 70% will do for now. I wait for the localizer to be alive. %. Heading of 077 as I am approach. Localizer is captured. Need a little bit more power. And heading 047 for now. We already have the altitude as 2,300 feet, so that's fine. Okay, so our next target is to have the glide slope alive. So glide slope is alive, and I'll select the gear down, and flap 3. A speed of 150 for now. Okay, it seems we need much more power. And glide slope captured, flap 5. Flap 5 with V approach, which was 144. And since you're on the glide now, we can reduce power to our target N1, approximately 72%. Let's set 72, then see how it goes. Okay, so glide slope captured, heading set, missed approach altitude set. Okay, and before landing checklist, landing gear down, slat flap 5 set, altimeter QNH 1016 set, and before landing checklist complete. Need more power than 72%. So our target is 144, so you have to increase power initially. So that we meet our target. Once we meet our target, then we can reduce. Thousand feet approach stable on target speed on profile. %, looks good. Okay. Since all that is fine, then we can fly it manually. Autopilot disengaged. And just fly it manually. Checked. Just get back on profile there.
Minimums.
Continuing.
$100.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Idle power. Touchdown. Full reverser on the live engine.
knots.
60 knots checked. Okay, so that brings us back to the ground. We are back to the Salaam, and we can now tell ATC about our status. Tell them if we are able to vacate the runway via the taxiway as usual. So in this case, I think that is a possibility. Right, so we can now vacate the runway as we recap. So basically what we did today was an engine failure, and our first action is to aviate, and that's basically keeping the aircraft airborne. Make sure that we are not losing our control of the aircraft. Navigate, continue flying the initial path that you're flying to. In this case, it was the seed for the departure. Then we also communicate with ATC, tell ATC the condition, in this case, the engine failure, and also our intentions. So the intentions don't come immediately. We have to diagnose the situation. In this case, we found out that it was just an engine failure. Could have been due to a bird strike or something like that. Then we communicate this information to our cabin crew and to the passengers that we are going back to Dar es Salaam. We go ahead and prepare the aircraft. The aircraft, we had already set the speeds for return, and we had already set the course for return and the frequencies for return as well. So we can just go ahead and prepare ourselves and come back for an immediate landing. Yeah, and that's how to handle an engine failure. Thank you very much for joining me, and see you next time.